Okay, hello everybody. Yes, sorry about that. We fixed our technical difficulties. Had to end real quick, but don't worry, we're back. You guys know sometimes we have little hiccups, but it's okay. We handle them on the chin. We figure things out. So, um, we should be back. All but maybe not quite. Just a little bit more longer. But luckily the game has not started yet. So as soon as actually it looks like they're ready. So game should be starting any minute now. And of course, as soon as we get into it, we will have some Valorant for you guys. And it's Thursday. Oh my gosh. My mind is so all over the place because I'm trying to solve these technical difficulties, but it is Thursday, which means we have some lovely Valorant. So I hope you guys are ready to watch, and we are ready to watch. So as soon as, again, I'm not quite sure what's going on. I did see ours get extended, just waiting for the lobby to actually get started here. So should be just a minute or two. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited. We will be watching Smite tonight, and it's a little bit of a different roster than we typically see. We have Will, aka Wilmark. We have Penguin, aka Eric. Oh. All right, y'all, hang on. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump in to some Valorant. Okay, and it seems like we should be back. So, again, sorry about that. Just a lot of different moving parts tonight that were a little sloppy, a little all over the place. So we apologize. Of course, you guys know I like to run a semi-professional cast up here, and hey, sometimes you have hiccups. What can you do? You handle them as best you can. But we're back. We're ready to go. We have some Valorant. Again, like I was saying, we're watching Smite tonight against Valhallan Huntington. So very interesting game. Again, this Smite roster is composed of Will Mark, aka Will, Eric, aka Penguin, Four Slot Toaster, aka Atlee, Raptor, aka Colin, and Jammer7, aka Little Ben. As we see the hovers here.
Choose your agent.
It'll be really interesting to see how this game goes. Looks like still trying to make some last-second decisions on who people are going to pick. And we do have the locked. Let's see what Valhallan Huntington is going to be locking in as their agents for the game. We have West Hills 1 on Phoenix, West Hills 5 on KO, B-Dog on Gecko, Zilla on Omen, and Diana on KJ or Killjoy. So, actually pretty different comps here. This is actually a more unnormal thing than I would say normal. It's like typically we see some similarities in comps, but we see only one similarity, that being tonight, that being the Phoenix. So we will have to see how things are handled by this Valhallan Campbell team and see what Valhallan Huntington can do in response. Valhallan Campbell starting on attack first. Looks like we're going to see a B main push here, B long. Couple shots, Muto gets used. No one really gets affected. Atlee picks up the first blood. And we do see Atlee dash and switch to Atlee. He's on 22 health. He's going to dash back. Colin now going to take point for his team. And Spike has been planted. And now we're going to see what Smite do so well, which is take space. But Little Ben actually going to fall. Eric tries to play the trade, but can't find it. Just decides to back up. Eric's still holding this ankle. And again, it's exactly what Smite wants to do. This is the style of game that they want to play. They want to control space and just slow teams down. As Colin saw one heaven, he sees the KO. Can he find the kill? He does. Eric finds one at the same time. And that is going to give Smite round 1.
They're just realizing they're walking at the wrong.
And it looks like Smite are going to do the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Need a drop. They are mine.
Huntington don't want to allow Smite to get too much of an advantage here, though. I do see some Yuto come out here. And we're going to see Atlee dash, this time on full health, and he finds a kill, and then he dashes right back. Such an aggressive play from Atlee, but when it works like that, you can't really fault him for it. Oh my lordy, what a shot there from Atlee. And he follows it up with the 3K. Can he find the ace? He's going to be hunting for it. It looks like the ace is not in the cards for Atlee this round. Can he find the 4K though? No, he cannot, but that does not matter as Smite secure the round in a flawless victory and take it 2-0. Well, it looks like Smite gonna do the same thing again. And this time we're gonna watch Atlee. We want to see that dash in action. Oh, shot there from Colin. Doesn't find anybody. And Atlee does proc the dash, although Atlee doesn't need the dash to find one. He is going to dash up, though. He's a couple. Tries to find the gecko, but can't. Just decides to get out and keep his life. But Little Ben's going to go down. Smite's going to decide to back up a little bit here. Maybe a rotate. Colin finds one due to some util there. Will slowly leading that rotate charge. Atlee finds one. Huntington has a lot to do here. They want to try and turn this round around. Did that make sense? I think it
30
did.
seconds left.
Oh, Will just dodges some util. Colin's going to fall, but Eric is going to pick up the trade. And Will's kind of stuck right now. Going to try and jump across to Link. And Atlee going to find the 3K to secure his team the round. 3-0 Smite.
I thought I would have to work today. Clearly not.
Need a drop. Thanks. Gun here.
And again, Smite gonna do the same thing. I just want to keep watching Allen because I love this dash that he's doing. And this time with a Vandal. Oh my gosh, Atlee, what are you on? Tries to find the gecko. We're gonna see him use that dash into elbow, but he gets stunned by his own teammate. Don't know if that was a miscommunication or what happened there. Still goes for it and finds it. Eric finds one as well. Spike down, one heaven. Both Colin and Atlee looking. And Eric finding one and Colin finding the final one. And another flawless round for Smite, taking their advantage to 4. I would anticipate that Smite's just going to continue to do the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Going B main here is really working for Smite. We see some shots come through. Atlee playing super aggressive though. He's going to use that dash just when. And we see one backside. Colin finds a kill with some util. Atlee finds one. Although Little Ben does fall. Atlee just decides to lurk in the Astra smoke. He's going to swing out. Sees 2. A little trade there from Will.
One enemy remaining.
And Atlee going to find that 3K yet again. Secure his team the round. 5-0 Smite.
Need a drop. Thanks.
And again, Smite gonna do the same thing. And Huntington just really hasn't found a way to punish Smite for it yet. Oh, good flash there from the opposing Phoenix. We're gonna see Atlee use that dash. He saw one backside. He can find the kill. Spike does go down. Now, looks like Huntington maybe just trying to play retake at this point, but Little Ben and Penguin shutting that idea down. And now in a 2v5, you can't like your odds. And they know where the gecko is. Atlee's able to flick to get the omen. And Little Ben gonna clean up the gecko. Another flawless round for Smite as they make it 6-0.
You all feeling good? We got this.
And again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we see Smite gonna line up the same way. And we see the Astra ult here is gonna cut
Don't miss me too much.
the map in half. Or in this case, kind of like a quarter. Atlee gonna dash, but this time a really good play there from Huntington as they're able to find 3 before Smite can answer, although Eric finds 2.
Reloading.
And a huge flick there from Colin as he's able to find a kill. Makes it 2-2. Eric's on very low health though. Although Colin gets called out in the ult. Just decides to back up. Still 45 seconds left in this round, so still enough time for Smite here to make a decision if they want to rotate, and it looks like that's what we are going to see. We're going to go through mid, no, we're going to go all the way to A main.
Got Spike.
30 seconds left.
As Colin's going to swing out first. Eric just going to hold some angles here.
Spike planted.
Spike does get dropped. Or planted, I guess I should say. Same thing. Just trying to play very off angles of the spike here. We do see the Omen smoke. And Colin's going to clean that up. And he finds the Gecko as well. The 3K from Colin throws Smite's advantage to 7-0.
You know the drill. Gear up and get back out there. I don't want any sass about it.
And Smite pretty much in full control here. We saw a really good round, that last round, from Huntington, but not able to get the job done as Smite was still able to secure it. They need to have more rounds like that if they're going to try and shut down this Smite roster. But Smite, such a dominant force. All of you guys know this well. We're going to watch Colin with the op here. We're going to switch to Atlee because we expect to see that dash. No, he decides not to use it.
Taking that back. Taking that back. Recovering.
Ult is ready.
As it looks like maybe we're just going to see a rotate here. Although Little Ben going to pay the price in mid. Now Eric going to try and swing it by himself. Actually, we're going to see him carry the Vandals. Try to give this other Vandal to Colin. Never mind, he just throws it off the map. But Atlee is going to tie the round up. What a jump peek there from Atlee. But he does get stunned. Can someone make him pay for that? No. As he's able to find the KO, but the KJ finds the trade.
30 seconds left.
Catch them.
Spike does go down, and Penguin almost pays the price, but is able to get out just in time. I would suspect we're gonna see Colin. Oh my gosh, no one's watching flank though. And the Phoenix gets 2 from behind. And I don't know how Eric got that kill. My guy was just shooting his gun and somehow found it. Just playing a very slow game here. We see the gun switch. Yeoman has to get aggressive. And Eric finds the kill and is able to avoid the spike detonation and makes it 8-0. And it looks like for the first time all game, we're going to see Smite switch up their tactic here and go A.
My concealment. Locking.
And we see Atlee finally use that ult. We do see him dash in. Little Ben finds one. Atlee finds one as well. Spike goes down. Atlee finds a second. How hungry is this man?
One enemy remaining.
Little Ben finds another. Only one left. The KO would have a lot to do here.
Flawless.
And can't find any. That's going to be another flawless round for Smite as they grow their advantage to 9. And it looks like Smite are going to go A site again. I want to apologize for all the noise tonight, guys. It's pretty loud in here. And there's some lovely rain ASMR in the background. And I'm silent for a couple seconds, so. Oh my gosh. Nobody was expecting the Omen to be that close as he finds two.
Spike down A.
And now it's all up to Colin and Eric to try to turn this round into a victory for Smite. But they are down. Although we're going to see Colin ult here. Can he find one? He does. But they have Spike. Colin going to check flank. Doesn't see anybody. See Eric use that wall to try to get Spike back. And what a good kill there from Colin. But nobody checks the other direction. Eric not doing his job. As KJ makes them pay. And Huntington are able to steal their first round of the game from Smite. And maybe this is the turnaround that they need. And it looks like here maybe we're going to see a little bit of a split push. A couple are going to go through mid to B, and a couple are going to go B main. So, although Atlee going to die instantaneously to an op, Will able to pick up the trade though. Little Ben's going to fall as well. Colin can't shoot the gecko blind. Gonna swing, but can't find the kill. Will able to pick up the trade, but he's gonna fall. And now it's all up to Eric. And Eric's got a lot to do. And he whiffs every single shot as Huntington overwhelm him. And are gonna take their second round back to back here. Is exactly what they need to start to build some of that momentum if they want to mount the comeback.
Either spend all your money or give it to me. Good cause either way.
Who will I spot first?
And it looks like Smite is going to go B long here, or B main here again.
There.
We do see Atlee use the stun. Maybe he's going to dash. No, decides not to use it quite yet. Though there's the teleport. He does use it, and he finds the gecko. And I would suspect that he's not going to teleport back. Going to check. Elbow doesn't see anybody. Although Little Ben's going to fall to that op. Colin's going to fall to that op. There, dry swings him. Lucky he doesn't pay the price for that. Spike is down.
You're dead.
Oh, Atlee is able to distract the KJ as Eric picks up the kill. Luckily, he didn't pay the price for that one there. It's a 3v2 as Eric finds the 3K and is able to secure Smite the round.
Switching sides.
And now, as we switch sides here, that's a really good way to end the half.
Fix this time.
To shut down some of that momentum that Huntington was carrying. And it looks like we're going to see a 3-2 stack here. Oh no, never mind. It looks like actually Atlee is going to go mid. Maybe just going to try and lurk.
Show yourself you can.
Gonna see some lineups here. And instantly destroyed, so I suspect that they're going A. Colin here playing a very aggressive angle. Is he going to swing out with the frenzy? He does, but doesn't see anybody. Although does see the KJ. Jump peaks. Doesn't pay the price for it. And gets one-tapped by the KJ. Although Ali finds the trade in response. 4-4 here.
Gun here. Bring them down.
And since that little scuffle at the beginning of the round, we haven't seen much here. We really have no idea where Huntington is at this point.
30 seconds left.
Little Ben lurking mid here. Doesn't see anybody. Oh, it looks like they're coming B site as Eric gets blinded a couple times and can't find any kills there.
Spike planted.
And Little Ben, though, finds 2 in response. And Allie's going to fall. Little Ben on the flank. Will in heaven. Gonna tap Spike.
One
Gonna
enemy
sit.
remaining.
Will's able to cover Little Ben. We suspect the stick here. Will's gonna swing out and finds the kill. Little Ben on the defuse. Smite take the round and make it 11-2.
Let us see what they have planned for us this time.
Man, it is coming down out there, y'all. I do not want to walk outside in that. Hopefully it stops by the time I have to.
Adequate. Deviation from protocol will not be tolerated.
Looks like we're gonna see the same split up here. Atlee gonna peek mid. A Little Ben, though. At least he's one mid, but can't find the kill. And now it's 4-4. And Smite actually down a man right now. Huntington have done a great job at being able to turn this game around a little bit. And even though the rounds don't really show that, they have battled every single round, have not made it easy for Smite by any means. Little Ben gonna find another, make it 3-3, and is able to use that teleport just in time, but doesn't get himself out of dangers. He's gonna fall, and now Will and Colin have a lot to do.
Spike planted.
And what a shot there from Will as Colin finds one as well at the same time. And Will saw him, but missed the shot. Some util gets thrown. And a good flick there from Colin. And Smite are able to secure the round. 12-2. And now they're on match point.
Match point.
Does anyone have fun?
And again, that's just a round right there where Huntington does so well, fights so hard, and just can't secure the point, can't secure the win. And after so many rounds like that, you start to lose hope. Let's see if Huntington has any battle left in them. Their backs are against the wall at this point. Or let's see if Smite is just going to try and close this game out. This time we see a little bit more of a standard 3-2 split here. As it looks like Little Ben saw one B main, tries to find the shot but can't. Gonna use that teleport to get out of danger. Gonna dry peek it though. Just take a shot with the pistol. Can't land any. Does take a little bit of damage there. As Colin falls, but Will's able to find the trade on him. Good shots there from Little Ben as he's able to pick up his kill. And now Smite have the advantage.
Teleport's ready.
Just a very patient round for Smite here as Eric tries to find a swing. Takes a little bit of damage, but Will is going to be one that secures that kill.
30 seconds left.
I'll get it.
Gonna fall back here.
We do see the KO knife get thrown there.
One enemy remaining.
And Eric's able to find one, and Atlee is able to find
Win.
the final kill of the game, which shuts it out for them. 13-2 to Smite. And what a game that was. What a game that was for Smite. As even though Huntington had some good round wins and just some good rounds in general, just weren't able to turn things around, weren't able to get the job done. So ladies and gentlemen, now it is the time. Let's get some interviews up here. And it looks like the first interview we're going to have is going to be Penguin, a.k.a. Eric. As he gets his headset on. Trips over the booth, and then eventually makes his way into the booth. Eric, welcome to the booth, and how are you feeling after that game?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you feeling after that match?
Pretty excited. First time it's been good in a few weeks. I've been having a pretty bad streak.
Hey, you know, that's all right. Sometimes that's the way the game goes. And now, season still very new here, right? It's only the second week of the spring season. How are you guys feeling as a team here as we start to move into the grindy sessions of it?
Feeling pretty confident. We were testing out some stuff this week because we had the bands. We didn't have EV. So we were testing out the Asterisk. We never run Asterisk. Usually run Viper. The Waylay, Phoenix, new or combo. We usually run usually only one duelist, or if it is something, it's Waylay, Phoenix on other maps.
Yep. So, finally, I want to talk. There was a couple instances in that game where it looked like maybe Huntington was going to be able to gain some momentum. You know, they had the 2 rounds back-to-back, but you guys did a really good job at shutting that down. So in the moments when you guys are giving up a couple rounds, even with a big lead, what are you guys doing to kind of rein it back in, to lock back in, to make sure that that doesn't happen?
Really just trying to think of what we did wrong that round, what could have done better. And I don't remember who said it. I think someone said they're getting lucky.
Hey, sometimes luck is an important part of the game, of any game, really. So, well, Eric, congratulations on a win tonight. Thank you so much for your time up here, and it's great talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Alrighty, let's see who else we can get up in the booth. Oh, we're going to get the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the 4-slot toaster, a.k.a. Atlee, makes his way into the booth. Atlee, how are you feeling after that game?
Pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what can I say? You took care of business.
Yep.
You had more 3Ks, I think, than I could count. But you guys are feeling really good, playing really good. Now, still kind of struggling to find this normal team comp. So what is playing with, I don't want to say different people every week, but 1 or 2 different people every week do for you guys as a team?
I mean, it makes it kind of difficult, you know, like, we're not all in sync and stuff, but, you know, we always find ways around it, and, you know, as you saw tonight, we kind of crushed them.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we saw, exactly like you said, you guys do a great job at handling business here. So as we get more into the season, you know, there's only week 2, but there's still a lot of weeks left. So what are you guys going to do? What are you guys hoping to continue to work on, but also use some of that momentum you've already built to catapult yourselves into this season?
I think we definitely need to work on communications and util usage. Like, a couple of times when I'm getting on site, there's times where I'm, like, stunned by my
Nice.
teammates,
That
flashed by
was
my
so
teammates.
funny.
It's like, yeah, it's definitely work on that and just communication in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, I want to talk about Now, you guys are a Division 2 team, but you guys were on the power rankings at the end of the fall season. So ESC, a very real thing for you guys as you move forward into the season a little bit more. Is that something that starts to become a little bit more on your guys' radar? How are you planning for that?
And I'm, just trying our best to get as many rounds as we can for the differential and stuff like that, because I know that always matters. But just trying to work through some of the difficult things, and just communication is our big thing. We just need to work on that, and I think we'll make it.
Absolutely. Well, Ali, congratulations on a massive win tonight. Congratulations on a top frag in the game tonight, which I'm pretty sure you had. So,
yeah.
And of course, it's always an honor to have you up here, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All righty. Now let's see if, last but most certainly not least, we can get good old Coach Jacob into the booth. Let's see if he will join us, and it looks like he is on his way up. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Jacob. Coach Jacob, welcome into the booth.
Hello.
And how are you feeling after that match?
I'm feeling really good, honestly. I was a bit worried with tonight with Evie not being here, but we were able to get our sub in with Ben. So
Yeah, and that's something that you guys have not so much this season experience, but have kind of battled ever since you took over the Smite role. Was kind of struggling of who's here, who's not here, who's playing on a regular basis, who's not. So what are you doing as the coach to kind of figure those things out and ease some of those nerves?
yeah, I think a big thing, especially in Valorant, if your roster's kind of flexible, I'll say, is having people who are able to flex into different roles and stuff like that. So coming into it, like my first reaction is who plays what roles. So I know Ben can do the person stuff for us tonight. Could do like Sentinel or Duelist. I know Eric can play a lot of stuff, or Penguin, and I know Raptor can play a good bit as well. So like, what do I have here? What can I work with? And what is everybody comfortable doing to an extent? So we're able to make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to talk a little bit now. This is your third season?
I guess second season, not counting winter.
Yeah, yes. Second full season, we'll say.
Yes.
Second full season. So, and so far, record's looking great under you. What are you doing as the coach to kind of continue that momentum, keep the team rallied, make sure that they're ready to go week in and week out?
Yeah. Well, I always preach, like, if you're not having fun playing the game, then what are you even doing here? Like, first and
Very
foremost,
valid
you
point.
need to have fun playing the game. Because if you're not, it'll show in your gameplay, and it shows your attitude in and out of practice. And so every week when we go into these things, I make sure that we're having fun first and foremost, before we get into any strategy, communication issues, like whatever it may be. I want to make sure first and foremost that we are having a good time.
Absolutely. And finally, I want to ask, talk to Adley about it, but as coach, you probably have a little bit of a different perspective. ESC seems like it's very much on the radar potentially for you guys now. I know at the end of the fall season, you were on the power rankings, and you guys continue to play well. There's a solid chance that you guys are still going to be on that power rankings and maybe going to be able to find a spot in there. So is that something, I guess a two-part question here. Well, is that something that you're worried about week in and week out? And then how are you prepping your team for that week in and week out?
First part of the question, not really worried about it. I'm kind of just focused on the here and now, like winning the games in the normal season and thinking about playoffs a little bit. But in terms of preparing for it, it is kind of hard because the main thing you want to prepare for is the live event.
Exactly.
Like format with the crowd and everything like that.
And
obviously,
there's no way to prepare for that.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make sure everybody's comfortable as possible. I talk about it with like us having fun and making sure people are comfortable in their roles and everything like that. But I think if people feel comfortable in what they're doing and they feel like they're having a fun time with their teammates, it makes dealing with all of the external situations and variables a lot easier.
You're gonna have to have them turn on some ambient crowd noises one of these
weeks.
Maybe
we will. Maybe we'll turn up to 100 in here and just have it bumping.
Yeah. Well, Coach Jacob, thank you so much for your time up here. Congratulations on a good win tonight, and I anticipate that we'll see you back up in this booth in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Christian.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here tonight at Valhallan Camp Hill. GG's all around. Shout out to Valhallan Huntington, who put up quite the match. Good games to all of the Smite players. What a game it was. Ladies and gentlemen, come back on Monday, where we will have some Fortnite duo builds, of course. You guys know we love Fortnite in here. Until then, for myself, Coach Christian, and everybody here at Valhallan Camp Hill, thank you guys so much, and good night, everybody.